Circumcision in Jerusalem.
Yeah,
And if you can start with stating your name.
With the help of the Almighty, my name is Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss of Neturei Karta, Jews United Against Zionism. And we came out with a delegation of rabbis who, some of them originally are from Palestine, their parents and grandparents of many generations. And we have come to voice the voice of anguish of our brethren in Al-Quds in Jerusalem, the voice of our brethren and sisters and brothers throughout the world who are true to our religion. Because our religion is not occupation, it's subservience to God. That is what Judaism is. And Zionism, which is a movement of 100-odd years, our religion is 3,000 years. This new movement, relatively new movement, has tried to hijack our name, the Star of David, and claim that we are a nationalism and have the right by God to occupy and steal. This is unacceptable, and they are thieves, and they are a rogue movement that the Jews who are true to Judaism around the world, invariably, the very religious communities, have stood in opposition from day one. I carry with me the documents of the chief rabbis of Palestine and the many other rabbis who have stood in opposition. You can see, and this I've taken from the United Nations documents, the pictures where the chief rabbi of Palestine was standing together and expressing the will of the Jewish people in Jerusalem and Palestine. And he said, "We furthermore wish to express our definite opposition to a Jewish state in any part of Palestine." This is a declaration in 1947, a year before they ratified the state. And then he pleaded with the Secretary General of the United Nations in Lake Success in November 1947, again before the state. And he said, "I see you're ignoring our demand, but we're pleading with you. The Jewish Orthodox community of Jerusalem, comprising 60,000 souls, objects to the plea of including Jerusalem in the Jewish state, or its residents becoming automatically citizens of the Jewish state. Our community demands that Jerusalem be an international zone under protection." This is the view of Judaism. And since that day, Jews have been demonstrating in Palestine. And you can see hundreds of thousands of Jews in Palestine, in Mea Shearim, that is in the center of Jerusalem, in front of the White House. When Netanyahu came to visit President Obama, you can see the large crowds. You can see the large crowds in New York that we have constantly demonstrating. This is in New York. But the result is, what happens to us? Our brethren in Jerusalem get brutally beaten, they get arrested, they get attacked. You can see this on our site. You can go to NKUSA. We have the brutality is unbearable. They arrest because they refuse to go to the army, the Israeli army, because we refuse to serve in this army. So the Jews is one narrative, Zionism is another, but they're confusing this in the eyes of the world, and they're claiming that if you oppose them, you're anti-Semitic, that we have a conflict of religion between Jews and Muslims. We don't have a conflict of religion. We've lived together for hundreds of years. Zionism is really an evil and a selfish movement that's simply using a religion to further its cause. We as Jews feel obligated to stand up around the world and give that message to the leaders of the world powers and pleading with them, please step back, don't follow along with the narrative of Zionism and try to strengthen their control, which has only caused 70 years of rivers of bloodshed and hate between the people.
The reason Trump's decision will make everything worse. And
definitely, what we're pleading with him is, you mean well, you said that in your speech, that you want to bring peace. Peace is not by pouring salt on an open wound, a festering wound, by taking the holy city of Jerusalem and calling that the capital of an unacceptable, illegitimate state according to the Jewish religion. You're just going to cause a further rift between Jews and Muslims. History is there for you to read and hear. History shows that we lived. Their parents and grandparents lived in the same courtyards as the Arabs and Muslims without any human rights to protect us. We babysat each other's children. Is there a reason to think that that has changed? hundreds of years of history, the only change is the introduction of a movement that claims that they will occupy and be the bosses over the other. Remove that. Don't give them an extra ammunition, taking a Jerusalem and saying that that is their capital. So we plead with the president. We say the state of Israel stole the Holy Land. Leave Jerusalem be. But not only leave Jerusalem be. You're working for peace. Look what would have to be with South Africa. The removal of apartheid, the removal of this occupation will bring peace with the help of the Almighty. We pray it should happen speedily and peacefully in our days.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. You have a statement there? Yeah.